This morning, an NYPD officer was shot 3 times. It happened last night while responding to a call in Bed-Stuy. That officer is expected to survive, and the police have a suspect in custody right now. We'll turn things over to Fox 5's Robert Moses. He is live at Kings County Hospital in East Flatbush. With more details on this, Robert, what can you tell us this morning?
Well, Bianca, we could be standing here telling you a much different story than the one that we're telling this morning. This officer is very lucky to be alive. Both the suspect and the officer here at Kings County Hospital this morning. Sources tell me that the officer has been on the force since April of 2017. Sources say that he is 28 years old. He's married. He lives on Long Island. And yes, he is alive this morning thanks to his bulletproof vest. A bullet pierced the back of that vest, and the bullet got stopped in its tracks. Police say the officer was also hit in his right leg and buttock, so 3 times in total. A gun was recovered at the scene. Here's what led up to the shooting. Cops say that last night at about 11:11, they got a report of shots fired near the intersection of Madison and Broadway. That's in Bushwick. Police reviewed video of that scene, which shows a man running up to an SUV stopped at a red light, and then that man starts firing at 3 other men inside, all of whom are known gang members. One of those men inside was killed. The SUV then crashed a short distance later. About 5 blocks away, 2 police officers and a sergeant in uniform riding together in an unmarked car came upon a man walking quickly and acting suspiciously. Those officers stopped him. He immediately pulled out a gun and started firing. Officers returned fire. They shot 21 times, according to police. The suspect was hit once and taken into custody. Now, at this hour, officers are investigating whether he is responsible for that first shooting I told you about into that since crashed SUV. Police Commissioner Dermot Shea spoke about the injured officer just a short time ago.
It's by the grace of God that we are not about to start planning for a second funeral in 1 month. He's in surprisingly good spirits, thankful to be alive. I think when you take a look at that vest and you see quickly what the alternatives could be, which is very, very thankful tonight. But we're expecting a full recovery.
And that's the good news. Here is a look at the suspect. Law enforcement sources identify him to me as Boyce Hayward. Again, Boyce Hayward is his name. Police say that he is known to be a gang member, and again, they're working to link him to that initial shooting as well at Madison and Broadway in Bushwick that led to the crash of that SUV. All of this really shows, police say, the dangers of gang activity in this particular part of Brooklyn. That's what led up to this whole thing, and police fear that we could be in for a bloody summer. Live at Kings County Hospital this morning. Bianca, back to you.
Wishing the officer a very swift recovery. Robert, thank you for being on top of that.